how much this means to us in ASB, and the guys that are backstage, they are so excited to be here tonight. This is our last major fundraiser for the class of 2019 before our prom, which this year will be held at the Bentley Reserve in San Francisco on May 26th. There are just a few quick things I'd like to point out before we get started. We'll be selling, there's a bake sale on the side of the stage, where we will also be selling $5 pictures of the boys' group photo from before the show. And with respect for the guys, we'd ask that you please all silence your cell phones. And if you'd like to take photos, you're more than welcome to, but please make sure your flash is off. So welcome to the GQ 2019 All-Star Edition. And I would like to introduce our host for this evening, Aidan Cannon.
All right, you're excited. Good evening, Trojans. Today's date is March 2nd, 2019, and I'd like to formally welcome you to GQ All-Stars Edition. The quote of the day today comes from Andrew Aha and Kevin Jackson. Are we going to get fired, or does our host just suck? My name is Aidan Cannon, and I'll be your host for the evening. Nothing makes me happier than introducing guys who are all more likable, charming, and handsome than me. You know, people actually asked me this year if I was going to be doing GQ. I said no. I want to host, because I'm not talented enough to be in GQ, but I still want attention. All right, but of course the show must go on. This season's athletes are ready to perform their best, and are prepared to battle it out with one another for the All-Star Trophy and one of our 5 titles. Mr. Silly Deuce, or the funniest member of our competition. Mr. Talent, or the boy with the best talent overall. Mr. Congeniality, the boy voted by the other athletes as the best to work with throughout the competition. Mr. Popularity, or the boy whose escort received the most donations during intermission. And of course, the coveted Mr. GQ, who is our overall winner of the evening. And now, without further ado, prepare yourself for our most intense GQ yet. Oh wait, I think I hear the team running in now. Our athletes are here to make their first impressions for the judging panel. Our first athlete is ready to thrill. Please welcome Matthew Baxman.
Yeah.
Our next athlete is quite the knockout. Please welcome Martin Burstein. Very cool, Martin. Now here he comes, Macho Man Ben Vandermeer. Our next athlete is feeling a lot of national pride. Please welcome Kameron Grant.
With me, still on set to the fool now, don't act a fool now.
Michael Pichardo is up next, ready to bear his heart out for the judges. Our next athlete is sure to knock your socks off. Welcome, Matt Shattuck. Well, I'm in a suit under a lot of lights, so I don't know if it's comparable, but... Our next athlete is here to bring back some rock and roll. Give it up for Tony Vitali. Yeah! make your dreams come true, Sean Shumikowski. Dominic Butts. Next up to show you what he's got, Jordan Amador. Here to shoot his shot is Garett Gehring. Yes, that was fun for everyone involved. Last but not least, to give us a taste of old New York, Connor Pedersen.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill.
All right, now that the boys have made their first impressions, let's meet our judges for the evening. First up, we have our resident AP US history teacher and Hamilton enthusiast. It's Ms. Loomis. Mrs. Loomis graduated from Petaluma Petaluma High herself and did her student teaching here as well. This is her 15th year at PHS, and she says that she loves her job because she gets to teach history to awesome students and work with amazing colleagues. Our next judge is Heather Archibald. Ms. Archibald has been a teacher at PHS for 25 years now, and she really embodies that cool aunt vibe. Oh, that's a teacher inside joke. I'd like to say tonight's show will be the highlight of her week, but considering her psychology class had a Skype session with her professional hero, Dr. Phillips Zimbardo on Thursday, tonight might need to settle for a silver medal. Next up, we have Victor Brazil. Mr. Brazil has been a Petaluma High School educator for 19 years, and he's a PHS alumni as well. Besides trying to understand the multiverse and achieve peace on Earth, he loves teaching chemistry and physics and is honored to be judging GQ this year. Our next judge is Jeffrey Franklin. This is Mr. Franklin's second year teaching at Petaluma High, but everybody loves him just the same. His classroom was actually featured in the popular Netflix original 13 Reasons Why when he taught at Annalee High School. Now teaching Math 2 and AP Statistics here at PHS, Mr. Franklin is often described as the GOAT by his students. Our final teacher judge is Andrew Cochran. Mr. Cochran teaches U.S. history and sociology here, has taught U.S. history and sociology here at PHS for 14 years. He loves to read, watch football as the Denver Broncos are his favorite team, and argue politics. Next up, we have the one and only Ms. Chris. Ms. Chris is one of our assistant principals here at PHS, also known as Boss Lady. She started her career in education in the late 90s as an art teacher. Her favorite painting is Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh, and her favorite color is purple. She also enjoys dancing down the halls and dressing up for Spirit Days. Alumni judges. See, this is fun because they can't drop my grade if I make fun of them. The first of our alumni judges is Ellis Scherer. Ellis graduated from Petaluma High in 2016. While at PHS, he was captain of the lacrosse team and had a 4.0 GPA. Since then, he's done notable things like consuming his body weight in Kraft mac and cheese, dressing as the UC Santa Cruz mascot, and not really understanding what's so great about Fortnite. And last but not least, our final judge is PHS alumna Maddie Thomas. Maddie graduated in 2015, was captain of the women's tennis team, and was ASB president. She helped plan GQ 2015 and is pretty sure that's as good as it gets. Cool. But is still willing to have her mind blown by tonight's performance. You will. She will be graduating from UC Davis in June before starting law school in the fall. On that note, she encourages all of the contestants to keep it fun, keep it fresh, but most importantly, keep it legal. Our judges will be scoring all the boys throughout the evening to determine which of our athletes wins the coveted title of Mr. GQ. And now that we've met each of our wonderful judges, the GQ boys have prepared a little dance that they'd like to show.
I was your boyfriend, I never let you go. I can take you places you've never been before. Baby, take a chance so you'll never ever know. I got money in my hands that I really like to blow. Swipe, swipe, swipe. On you, sitting by the fire while we eating fondue. I don't know about me, but I know about you. So say hello to falsetto in 3, 2, swipe. I'd like to be everything you want. Hey girl, let me talk to you.
I feel real good, alright? Most dope. Everybody please put a thumb in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that shit to the next point. Let it be, let it be, let it be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that shit to the next point. Let it be, let it be, let it be. You spin my head round, 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 round. When you go down, when you go down, down. You spin my head right round, right round. When you go down, when you go down, down.
At the house with my swagger, hopping there with no, I got places to go. People to see time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind will pour, the women, the shorties, no nothing like this.
I'm bringing sexy back. The mother boys don't know how to act. I hate this for sure, this behind your back. So turn around and I pick up the slack.
I make some good girls go bad. I make some good girls go. Do, do, yeah, daddy's little girl, take a goodbye. Let me shake up the world. 'Cause just one night couldn't be so wrong. I'm gonna make you lose control.
What an amazing day. It seems like those team bonding exercises really paid off. Now that they've been introduced, we've seen them dance, and now it's time to learn a little more about them.
Thanks, guys. I'm super excited that you are here tonight for GQ 2019. Before the show, we caught up with the boys to get their opinions on a plethora of topics. I started by asking them what their personal mascot would be. Mr. Jackson, wearing his Trojan hat, the knit one, the knit beanie. I think that would be my personal mascot. I would have him following me around and cheering me on. Victor Brazil, what a man.
I feel like this opportunity is gritty. It's terrifying.
Just because, you know, you can slide around, you can be in the cold, and you can be on the beach. I've seen things. And who is your biggest competition in GQ?
I'd like to say my biggest competition is almost anyone but Connor Pedersen. And is that even a real talent?
Well, this time Connor didn't even manage to show up, but we caught up with him a little bit later.
Definitely Ben, because he's just got it all going on. He just knows how to perform on stage.
Vitali, because I mean you'll see for yourself. Get out there on that stage. That guy can move.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna think it's Tony. Hands down. Tony, he can muscle move. He can call in. Ben's got the whole jump power thing down.
A lot of people get the two of us confused.
He's just looking fly 24/7. I'm guessing all these boys are. What's been your favorite part of GQ so far?
Getting like very quick sessions of hacky sack while the girls run at us, trying to stop us from playing hacky sack.
You have no idea how funny it is showing up for the first few practices and seeing all of these wrestlers and football players doing these sassy dance moves to a Beyonce song.
What would it be and why?
I'd probably be on any of Casa's sports teams so I can sabotage them.
Considering Dawn is sabotage the competition to take on Mr. GQ.
Hope that was fun for you guys. It was productive for me. Got a new water bottle, so. I'm prepared. Once the first one runs out, going straight to bottle 2. Looks like tonight's game was canceled. Let's see what the boys decided to wear to the beach. Can't do that. So you squeeze in? We're going to the beach. Martin's trying out his Martin Connor this time. Ben's trying to catch some waves. Cameron is prepared. Cameron's prepared. Stone's ready for the beach. No buts about it. We're going to the beach. Very pretty people. Their day off at the beach. ASB and I would now like to take a second and thank everyone who made this show possible. Our suits for tonight are provided by Lewis Thomas, located at 150 Kentucky Street in downtown Petaluma. In addition to providing suits for the formal wear section of tonight's show, they have provided $40 off coupons for touch rentals to suit all of your prom needs. These will be distributed in senior classes soon. The group photo displayed on all of our GQ merchandise is provided by the very talented John Nunez. His photo studio is located at 1334 Ross Street in Petaluma. He's been helping the show to be picture perfect for 9 years now, and he does a great job of helping our boys capture themselves. The program for tonight's show was designed by Ava Shafo, our very own graphic designer. And it was printed by Minuteman Press. Minuteman Press is located at 139 Lakeville Street and is happy to help with all of your printing needs. Woo! Thanks again to all of our presenting sponsors. You are the reason this show is possible. Now it's come to that point in the evening where it's time for the talent show portion. I was going to write a joke about that, but I felt it might be a little redundant. I'm just messing with you. We've got a great show tonight. Here's our first athlete of the evening, Matthew Baxman. It appears I may have misspoke. Matthew will be coming in just a few short moments. Until then, I would like to share with you a humorous anecdote that happened before the show. It's the #1 thing I learned in How to Be a Good Host 101. So, before the show began, I was in the back, as you are. And I was talking with everybody, I was getting ready for the show, and I get a text from my mom, lovely person. And she's a great, great person, but, as all good mothers are, very acutely aware of my faults. And so she texts me, make sure you don't sweat. I'm in a suit, under lights. That may be a little difficult. She then corrected herself. Swear with 5 exclamation points. Once you get to 5, ooh, you know they mean it. She then said, I don't care if you sweat. All right, I'm just gonna die. Heat exhaustion. Anyway, Matthew is now ready. Please give it up for Matthew Baxman. very smooth backs. And not that you care, but I'm nearing the end of the completion of bottle 1. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. And now, I have the extreme pleasure of being able to present a very special part of our show. Please welcome Kiko Vargas. Ready to see the real thing? Momentarily. How amazing is that backdrop, everyone? I mean, that was just a time lapse, and I can assure you it was just as amazing to watch in person. We're actually in the room where it happened. I really hope you found that funny. If I'm committed, I'm all the way over the desk. All right. Let's keep things going with our talents. Up next is Martin Burstein with a performance.
Sorry, let me turn on my mic real quick. Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's not it. Okay. No. Come on. Really? She was a cat person. Clearly, that was a last-ditch effort. I don't understand it. Why can't I get more likes on my Tinder?
Oh, hey Martin, what's up?
Oh, nothing much, Gracie. Just telling the audience about a problem that they probably don't want to hear about for a second time.
Oh, Tinder again? Well, how hard have you tried putting yourself out there?
Not really. Not very. I can't think of any ideas. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Come on, Gracie. You know I hate this. hallway. Man. Showtime. Oh, hey guys, yeah, how's it going? Yeah, you know, same old, same old. Oh, hey man, you're looking cute today too. Hey, watch the hands, watch the hands. I mean, she did say give him a show, right? All right, back to action. It's not a stand-up comedy routine.
We can all relate to it. We've all had days like that. Up next, we have a very, very special treat for you. All the way from that one F-wing bathroom that is never open. Jill Faison and George St. Giegland.
And we are two handsomely disgusting bachelors who have been living together for 45 years, all the way over in New York City.
New York City!
Yeah.
That's right, but we're more than just New Yorkers, Gil. We're also people, just like all of you little things.
It's true.
And with us from New York, we've brought our disturbingly loyal tech intern from Empire State University, Jorge, back in the booth. Give round of applause for But back to us! Some of our accolades, we are proud recipients of not just one, not just two, but 4 official United States restraining orders!
That is correct, 3 of which are autographed by some of today's hippest superstars, the Jonas Brothers.
Ah, yes, the Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
Kevin, Nick, and that 4th one that no one ever remembers the name of.
Joe was weirdly okay with our buzzard-like presence.
He was, wasn't he? He was. He had that little childlike wonder in his eyes, didn't he? The 4th one, of course, keeps us at a comfortable 100 feet away at all times from former United States Vice President Joseph Biden. We went to college with the guy, remember? And might I add, audience, we asked him to be here at this very show tonight.
We did not hear back.
But, oh God, I can't do the thing with these, you know it.
I can't go up.
And now
Be
I'm down.
patient.
Who are we really? What is our essence?
We still hold the record for being the only two people to get kicked out of every Kmart in Mendocino County.
That's right, that's right.
Yes.
It's a very delicate
It's
art,
a
isn't it?
very, very delicate art.
There's an extremely fine line between illegal and just uncomfortably weird.
And that's 25, baby! Woo!
Do you hear that? Friend Gil?
Are you deep?
I think that's the sound of this lovely little audience asking to hear more about our dramatic backstories.
Then we shall go deeper.
Jorge, dramatic lighting, please. Hey, Jorge, what are we paying you a $40 stipend for, huh?
Get it together.
Dramatic lighting.
This is embarrassing.
Thank you.
We don't like to be embarrassed, Jorge.
I myself am an esteemed novelist and playwright known throughout the great New York City, specifically from 67th Street to 68th Street, on which I made my rounds trying to sell a script that I had written on the back of a stack of napkins, after an hour of which I got bored and gave it to a homeless man I saw sleeping on the corner of 68 and 11. In exchange, I borrowed this jacket from him and I never gave it back.
That's a true story. I myself am a heavily awarded Tony Award viewing actor who was kicked out of the Screen Actors Guild for reasons that still have yet to be revealed.
Yes, one of life's greatest mysteries it is. We're still trying to get Nicolas Cage to make National Treasure 3 about it. He has not returned any of our calls. His lawyers even said something about a 5th restraining order for a collection.
Oh, no.
That's right. And a little factoid about myself. I was one of the first people in recorded history, if not the first, to ever go what you kids like to call, sicko mode, when I first reintroduced polio to my school district in 1941.
Strap in, folks.
And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I, George St. Gehring, have been married 3 times.
Unlucky in love, we like to call them.
Wonderful! 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 All 3 of my wives died in the exact same way, in the exact same elevator shaft. Each death learning from and improving on the one before it.
Okay! And I, moving away from that.
Is that where you're supposed to stand? They didn't?
I can never tell. Robbie, I told you we should have hired Robbie. Jorge, can you please put a G down somewhere so we know it's for Gil and not George?
Yeah, we should have gone with Robbie from NYU. That little flower boy, he was demanding so much money though.
It's not important.
All right, continue.
I myself was born in the building that would later be used as Nakatomi Plaza in the Die Hard films.
That's true.
Little known fact, they based the explosion part off of myself because of a napalm accident I had as a child. Now, moving past that, I was also, a little bit of a backdoor brag here, the first person in recorded history to ever OD on emergency. You know Yes.
I remember that. That was the party with Nancy Pelosi. That's right. That's right. I forget. Anyways, my good friend Gil and I, we travel across the country, performing shows for the little people that don't have time to live under Lin-Manuel Miranda's tyrannical New York/Puerto Rican regime, living off of Ninja Turtle sewer pizza.
Now, you may not immediately recognize us because most of our shows have been mounted at hospitals or kill shelters or as a skit in front of the Solano County DMV office.
Okay. This guy gets it. He was there. West Side Story.
That's our
I
Tony.
thought so. Oh, Gil, we're such great performers, aren't we?
I think we're pretty great.
But you know what? We're just as good, if not slightly less good.
Picking apples?
We are pretty good at that, don't we? We have a good time. No, I was talking about writing, Gil.
Oh,
the writing we do. We do scripts. We do plays. We do stage plays. We do screenplays.
Script plays.
We do Billboard chart toppers.
What?
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, you didn't.
Hear the shock and awe in the audience.
Tell them what it was. Tell them what we wrote.
You may have heard of it. Our most popular hit thus far, "Boyfriend" by by Justin Bieber. By Gil Faison and George St. Geegland.
Trademark 1984.
That's right, that's right. In hindsight, that may not have been the best name choice for this song, Boyfriend by Justin Bieber. But you know, anything to support those teenage heartthrobs, Gil, that's what we do.
We're good people.
We are.
And that is why we are so happy to be here tonight at Petaluma
High School. Yes, you're loud, you're loud.
Yes.
You're loud, you're not vouch for silence. You know, Gil, he got offers from everyone, didn't he?
So many people.
Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Documentary Now, Hibbo.
HBO.
I know how it's spelled. But we said no! We would only like to be here at Petaluma High School!
Petaluma High School. The finest of Petaluma's high schools that don't rhyme with faint infants.
Yes. You know, Petaluma High School, it has some of the finest architecture in this fine city of Petaluma. For instance, if you were to walk outside of this very multi-purpose room and look outside at those benches out there, you will find that there are small little metal chicken heads adorning each of the benches. We didn't make that up for the bit. If
That's
you really
not
go out there during an intermission, there are little metal chicken heads. I don't know who put them there.
Please look.
But they are far, far too talented to be stuck in the bench industry.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. I used to get into so much trouble back in my Petaluma days. You know,
Officer Miller knows.
He knows. Don't even bring it up. Oh, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you know what I mean. Now, I used to get in so much trouble. Jaywalking, littering, operating an unregulated labor camp in my grandpappy's bar.
Gil? Conference, Gil. God, no one laughed at that joke, Gil. That normally knocks them dead. I swear you'd think these people never worked in unregulated labor camp in their lives. God, this is so just, they're just kind of, I don't know, I don't think I should say it like that. I feel like it's inappropriate. I shouldn't say that. They're freaking terrible, Gil! It's like performing improv for the Amish!
This is that Helen Keller improv camp all over again.
You keep doing that. You keep making the Helen Keller jokes I thought we talked about. You keep that we talked about.
It's not like she's going to hear me.
All right.
Figure out a plan.
We gotta find a way to get the sticks out of these losers' butts,
Listen, I'm just glad we took that 4-week-long course on turning microphones on and off before we
That's right, otherwise they would be able to hear everything that we're saying about them specifically. That was the best $500 we ever spent.
Cha-chin. Well,
but
what do we do?
What do we do? Hey, how about we bust out that interpretive dance we used to do? The Madonna song, do you remember?
No, it's been at least 60 years since I've done it.
Oh yeah, true. Your legs would never be able to do that. Those feeble little toothpicks.
Look at them.
Gil, I think it's time we break out the big guns.
You mean?
The judges! That's right, it's time to rip those bozos apart psychologically!
We're gonna tear them from... Oh God, don't look.
What?
Don't look. I said don't look.
Okay, what?
It's Victor.
Brazil?
No, we're in Petaluma.
Victor Petaluma?
No, that's Victor Brazil. We're in Petaluma.
Oh my God, that's Victor Brazil.
Yeah. The one who stole the rope from me back in '89.
The color purple?
No, not that one.
Hamilton?
Not that one.
Mamma Mia.
That's the one.
No, that's not him.
No, that's not him.
No,
that's not him. No. My apologies, Mr. Petaluma. Sorry.
Well, Gil, it looks like we're still performing for a bunch of terracotta statues. So, how about this? I say it's time that we break out our 13-act play on how myself and Gil met as draft dodgers in Canada during the Vietnam War. You're gonna love it. It's a classic.
It's called, I'm sorry, Mr. Prime Minister, was that your urinal?
Oh, it's a classic. Give him a little taste. Give him the first line. You'll love it. You'll love it.
I'll give him something. It kind of comes in like this. So I'm over here. Now I'm on roller skates, mind you, because this is the 70s.
I'm over here. I'm in the monkey suit and engulfed in flames. We didn't have the money on the budget, but just use your imagination.
Budget cuts. So we're going to have to work on imagination basis here. So I come in kind of like this. It's kind of like a...
That's good, nice.
So then, and then I say, whoops, was that your urinal, Mr. Prime Minister?
Oh, that's a classic. It never gets old. Oh, Jesus, that's not the best sound we could be hearing right now, Joe.
I can't go back to jail,
No, you can't go back to jail. They kicked you out of the prison choir after a day. How do we get... All right, well, it's been fun, Petaluma High School, but we got to write something.
What? I think we can tell my Mr. Franklin jokes.
Oh, for the love... Go, quickly.
Hey, I'll tell them now. Mr. Franklin looks like the sole survivor of a cult dedicated exclusively to beard hygiene.
Oh, that's a classic.
People with beards is people without beards with beards.
It never gets old.
What do you do? Have your students find the problem of your beard?
That was George St. Giegland and Gil Faison, everyone. We wish them well in evading law enforcement. Now here comes our next athlete. You all know him, Michael Pichardo. Michael is the Swiss Army knife of our cast. Here to showcase his many talents, Michael Pichardo.
Hey everyone. GQ. Didn't think I'd make it. Well, alright. First. That's for later. Not yet. Alright. So, I didn't have a specific talent I'm like super good at, but I got a lot of little things I'm okay at, like baby talents. So, I was like, why not have my own little talent show within a talent show? Woo! Yeah, right? Let's see what we got in here. Alright, a Rubik's Cube. Perfect. Here at Petaluma, I'm known to be the Rubik's Cube master. Others might say Logan Evanol is pretty good. No. Alright, can I please get a countdown from 10 to 1? I can solve it that quickly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. There's $20. Alright, let's see what else I got in here. Magic. That was a dumb phase. Alright, so for this next bit, I'm going to need a guest from the audience to help me out. And Mr. Brazil, thank you for coming out. You love Mr. Brazil! Fine, Mr. Brazil, you are going to pick one card within the... Yeah. You gotta help me out here.
I got a little bit.
I've
been helping you out
Each time picking out one card. Any card at all. Please show it to the audience. They're kind of small. I couldn't afford the bigger ones. Alright, thank you. Now place the card on top of the deck and cut the deck anywhere you'd like. Perfect. Alright. So for this next bit, I'm going to need 2 cards to help find your card. Do you want to choose those 2, or do you want me to choose them? You'll try to do it? Alright, perfect. I mean, do you ever trust me? Yes. Perfect. Alright, those 2 cards irrelevant. Please. Okay, perfect. So now, these 2 cards are facing the exact opposite way of the entire deck. I'm going to get rid of the entire deck, and sandwich in between both of his cards will be Mr. Brazil's first chosen card. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What? Is this your card?
Yes, sir.
Alright, now, the yo-yo. I picked this thing up actually few days ago, but I've gone all right at it. Has its ups and downs. So first, I started with the most typical one, walking the dog. Yeah. And then I went for the little baby cradle. Oh yeah. And then for my final trick, I went for the brain twister. Wait, you don't clap yet. Oh. It's gonna take any time, please. All right. Some people might not know, but I was in the band for about 7 years, and right, I never had a time to use this talent when it was socially acceptable. So I decided, why not here? Thank you. Okay. So for this part, I'm going to need to warm up 1 second. Hold, this is the whole routine. Mr. Evelyn taught me. So we put that right there. Give me 3 classes to find that one out. All right. So let me warm up real quick. You might all know this song, just enough. My song completely that I'm going to play. I'm just going to look into my case. It helps me focus. Alright. It goes to something a little like this. That's all I got. Now, we've all been obviously waiting for her. So, people might not also know, I did martial arts for about 7 years in my life. Another one, didn't know when to socially use it. So, everyone remember this one from last year? It's a good one, right? Well, good. I am going to do this trick completely blindfolded. Whew, all right, see how it goes. Well, you know, I always like to say, when life gives you melons, make orange juice. That's my strategy.
Great show, Michael. The band stuff hit a little too close to home, but other than that, good show. Let's hear it again for Michael and his bag of wonders. I'm going to take this moment now to remind you that our intermission will be coming up soon. Each of our athletes has an escort who will be walking around with a bucket to collect donations. The boy with the most money raised during intermission wins the title of Mr. Popularity. So give him money. 10% of these funds raised will be donated to the charity of his choice. But before we break, we have a student spotlight performance for your enjoyment. Joel Johnson is discovering his talent for expressive dance. He's a self-proclaimed 80s music video expert. Here is Joel Johnson performing Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Turn sound, my dear. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong together. We can always in the dark, living in a politics and now. Oh, I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. For the time I was falling in love, now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, and now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart.
Thank you so much, Joanne, for that amazing plan. Unfortunately, we've reached that time. It's time for intermission. Remember, all of the escorts will be walking around taking donations for Mr. Popularity. Concessions and group photos are available somewhere. I can't see, but there's a table. We'll be back in a few. Hello, everybody. You know what they say about sequels? It only gets worse from here. I'm not talking about walking back out here. I'm talking, of course, about my second water bottle. Just like you reiterated, Cloud here. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your break during intermission. I know I did. I got another water bottle. Your donations to our escorts are currently being counted, and the results of Mr. Popularity will be revealed during tonight's announcement of the All-Stars. Now, to continue with our talent portion of the evening, you know that crazy WWE wrestling stuff with the props and the chairs? Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, here to give you an example are Tony and Mac.
Welcome back, and welcome to the 2019 Petaluma High School Ultimate SmackDown! In this corner, standing at 7 feet 2 inches, weighing in at 265 pounds, Tony, the Leg, Vitali! And in the same corner, standing at 4 foot 4 inches, weighing in at 75 pounds, Matt, the Snap, Shattuck! All right, wrestlers, on clean fight. Ready? Shake hands. Guys coming in for the 30 double. Tony's coming in with the Mr. Mom Special.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
The winner. Wait, what's going on? Watch out, watch out. Your new champ.
Volleyball montage. And now, he's already made your dreams come true. But did you know he's also a world-class impressionist? Sean Shumikowski has assembled his own little crew to bring you the following.
Tonight. Hopefully we can surpass your most likely very low expectations. Alright, and the first part of my act, we're going to start with some accents. I'm walking in, alright? Are you telling me you like deep dish pizza better than New York style thin crust? Yeah, that's no big deal, I just have to murder you. You know, I got a job interview in 15 minutes and I can't find my car keys, you know. Last night I was up watching The Departed. I love Mark Wahlberg. And go Storks. Now, outside there's a whole nother animal. We're talking fast. We're talking like an auctioneer. We're going once, going twice, sold to the highest bidder. That's golden right there. We're gonna go across the Atlantic now, if that's fine with you guys. We got British. It's a whole nother animal. We're talking very different. All right. We got the Beatles, Harry Potter, football, lovely. Australians more like I'm going to Outback Steakhouse tonight. Yeah, that's gold. Loving it. Irish dog fast, they don't dangerous, you know, I'm not about the you know, everything. We got potatoes, that's about it, yeah. And then when you're talking about, like, my mother's ravioli. I love it, you know, it means a lot. Scotland, that's a lovely one, yeah. Alright, I remember the days of being a wee lad, wearing my kilt. God, I love haggis. Did I mention we've got dragons? Alright, and next we're gonna do some impressions. I'll be back. Get to the chopper. I know what you're thinking, punk. Did he shoot 6 shots? Or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, I lost track of myself and all the excitement. Now, this being a 44 Magnum, the most powerful gun in the world, and we'll blow your head clean off. You gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Yeah! Now, this is a whole different animal. Yeah, this one's a big shift. So, I hate to break it to you guys, but it actually turns out they don't take reservations at the Cheesecake Factory. It's crazy. Wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. Come to me. And you came to my daughter's wedding. I love you sleeping with your fishes. See you later, Hans. Yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Mickey Mouse. It's me, Mario. Let's go. Alright, this one, I'm gonna tell you guys, this is a little scary. I don't know how I can do this. Lucy. Alright. Donkey! What are you doing in my swamp? All right, and the next section is going to do some impressions of people you know, and those being the judges, of course. And for the sake of quality, I've only done the judges who I have now or have had as teachers. Thank you. And we're going to start with Heather Archibald. And so basically, that's the hippocampus, everybody. And have you happened to have heard of a man, Philip Zimbardo? Something I don't understand in Portuguese, and you know what? I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was, Mr. Brazil. Sean, grow up. Oh, did you guys hear the AP test is in 70 days? That's the real date. So you should be, studying those terms, studying about, 3 to 4 hours daily. Yeah. And I couldn't get that picture for the last one, Mr. Franklin. But I thought this would do it. And I have a beard. And my final impression, I think, is my best. A monk who's taking a vow of silence. Thank you, everybody.
Next, we would like to welcome a true lax babe to show you his stick skills. Please welcome Dominic Butts. Gotta stay hydrated. How amazing was that? Our next athlete is the quiet guy of the competition, but did you know he had a hidden talent? Please welcome Jordan Amador.
have thought I'd get you? And when we're making love, your cries, they can be heard from far and wide. It's only the two of us. Everything I need is between those eyes. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit excited, I feel it. Who would have thought I'd get you? Oh yeah, baby. Who would have thought I'd get you? It'll take some time just to be thankful that I had days full of you, before it binds down into the memories. It's all just memories, and I got so. Don't you love when I come around? Build you up and I tear you down. Don't you love when I come around? Build you up and I take. This feels like summer. Will you make me feel so alive? Just be my lover. Will you lead me to paradise? Thank you.
That was an amazing performance, Trojan. Now, next up we have Garett Gehring. Let's temper our expectations. Now, Garett, wonderful act of his. He's been perfecting it for years. Months. Hours. What's the difference? Please welcome Garett Gehring.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Garett Gehring. I'm here tonight for your comedic relief. Man, what is up with airline food? You know, they give you all those salty snacks, you know, you get those pretzels and those peanuts and your mouth gets all dry. And you order that free drink, you know, you get that free Sprite. And they hand you that tiny little cup, and it's halfway full of ice, and you get like 2 sips of Sprite on a 6-hour flight to Delaware, and you're already going to Delaware, so your day's ruined. Who likes sports here? I got some sports fans. Anybody like to dance? So I was thinking, you know, why don't we make the electric slide the national anthem? Because nobody can sit down for that. Senior standouts came out recently. Worst driver. Man, it made me think, you know? Car accidents, they're a whole lot like breakups, man. The whole thing comes as one big shock, but once the dust settles, everybody tells you how much you hated your car anyways. Not gonna work. Who likes balloon animals? I got some balloon animal fans in here. Miss Archibald, I'm gonna need you to pick an animal. A what? A what? A dog? Alright, I'll make you a dog. For sure.
So you guys having fun tonight? Really glad, you know. Glad we could put on a show for you guys. Yeah, whoever voted me worst driver, man, that's kind of messed up. I really wasn't expecting that one. Where's Dax? Is Dax here? Dax, I stole that one from you, buddy, I'll tell you. What's your favorite animal?
A bird? Really? You get a snake. What a snake. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Good night.
You know, he made it work, didn't he? Yes, he did. Now, finally, here to take you on a culinary journey is Connor Pedersen.
Is this on? Tonight, we'll be indulging in a fine dining experience. We'll be tasting grade A beef from the Pony Ranch. Derek, I know you're out there somewhere, and I'm sure you're having a great time. The creamiest of cheese on this side of the 101, and the freshest of produce from my grandmother's backyard. Hi, Grandma. So, now, come and join me and my taste buds in this wild yet sophisticated ride.
You may laugh now, but you're going to go to In-N-Out when a wild yet sophisticated ride is their #1 Yelp review. Now, you've seen all their talents, and what a talented bunch they are. Now for the final judge portion of the evening, our formal wear section, followed by the fishbowl question. Each athlete alongside their escort will show off their snazzy new tuxes and then answer a random question to show how well they think on their feet. Here they come. I'm going to kill time. So, I hope you're having a great time tonight. I have a very limited amount of jokes that I'm allowed to tell. Guys, I wanted this job so bad. I wanted to host GQ so bad. Show up to the first day of practice. First day of practice that I'm allowed. You can't tell this. You can't say that. You can't do this. I can't finish my bit. I felt like a child with no toys. A worker with no tools. A president with no functioning government. I'm being told we're good to go. All right, here they come. All right, first up is Matthew Baxman, escorted by Kylie Pate. Matthew Baxman laughs at nearly anything. He's devoted to his community as a volunteer educator for elementary school students. He loves 80s music, his Jeep, and most importantly, his family. Around campus, you will often hear him described as pretty fly for a white guy. Matthew Baxman, everyone. All right, next up we have Kiko Vargas-Rivera, better known as Kiko, escorted by Leslie Perez. Yes. Ah, yes, Fishbowl. Just wanted to hear myself talk more.
If you could be in a movie, what movie would you be in and why?
I would probably be in Back to the Future to be Marty McFly. I feel like going back in time would be a trip.
All right. Next up, we have Kiko Vargas-Rivera, better known as Kiko, escorted by Leslie Perez. Kiko is a hard-working guy. His parents raised him to be a hard worker, and he loves to work outdoors and get his hands dirty. He's usually working on a vineyard right now, but tonight he made time to be here at GQ. Once he has graduated high school, he will be working on the Cooley Ranch with his dad and is thinking of joining the Marines. When asked what superpower he would want, he replied, extreme luck. Kiko Vargas-Rivera, everyone.
What spirit animal best represents you and why?
That's a hard question. I think the spirit animal that I choose would probably be a bear, because they're big, they're fluffy. I don't know.
Our next athlete is Martin Burstein, escorted by Grace Ridley. Martin is a dedicated student and community member at Petaluma High School. He is taking 4 AP classes and is planning to go to a liberal arts university. His favorite class that he took at PHS was psychology and sociology. He is the co-president of the Petaluma High School ASB chapter. You may also remember him for his costume collection, like Sexy Schoolgirl and Midriff Bearing Cow during Halloween, and a Christmas tree for Holiday Market. Martin Burstein, everyone.
Who is your favorite celebrity and why?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go Harrison Ford for his ruggish attitude. It's not like I could ever be like that, but wouldn't it be cool to be his friend, like on set? Like, yo, Harrison, what's going on, man? Yeah, that's my a bit there.
Here's the one and only Ben Vandermeer, escorted by Hannah Morris. Ben Vandermeer is a complex human being and true intellectual. He makes movies, writes plays, and has a radio show every Sunday from 4 to 5 called The Vander Mix on KPCA 103.3 FM. He likes that's not a plug. He likes bad movies, Sparkling Water, Jinx Rap, G-Funk, and stand-up. He's seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off 9 times and once got Jason Segel's personal email address. He can edit a video for ASB in under an hour and a half, and he always has at least 3 projects happening at once, and he deeply cares about all of them, perhaps too much. Ben Vandermeer, everyone.
What is your most treasured possession and why?
Oh, that's a great question. I have this is really lame, but I have this really old, like, film projector that I found at the antique fair. It's so stupid. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't even work, but it's so cool. And I love it like a person. And it's kind of sad, but I really do love it. It sits in my closet, and I just bring it out for special occasions. I say, look at this, it's great, isn't it? And people say, you're strange.
All right, next up we have Kameron Grant, escorted by Hallie Smith. Smart, handsome, charismatic, daring. These are words that are used to describe people occasionally. Anyways, Kameron Grant is the personification of that feeling you get when you found a quarter on the ground, but it's actually just a nickel. He enjoys sushi and walks on the beach that aren't too long, but the sand is kind of gross. His dream job is to be the filmmaker that will one day reboot these classic DreamWorks films, Stoll. Kameron Grant, everyone.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what are 3 things you would want with you and why?
Can I say a plane? A plane. Number 2, a lot of cup noodles with sriracha already in it, so it counts as only one thing. 3rd thing, an iPod. Not a phone, but an iPod, because that's cooler. Even though there's no one on the island that would see me with my iPod, but I would feel good about it, so.
All right, now we have Michael Pichardo, escorted by Savannah Engler. Michael likes to be physically active in his free time when he's not at work or at school. He plans to obtain his bachelor's degree in business to run his own contracting business or construction site. When asked who would play him in a movie, he responded, "My goldfish," because anything I do in front of him would give him a good impression of me. Michael Pichardo, everyone.
If you could be anyone for one day, who would you be and why?
It's very simple. There's only one man to be, and one man you only want to be. That man is Dwayne Johnson. It is the perfect amount of bicep to tricep to glutes you could ever dream of.
All right, next up is Max Shattuck, escorted by Cassie Bacon. Max is a very outgoing and caring person. He's friends with everyone and loves his mom. Max says that when he faces a wall in life, he goes through it, not over it. He thinks that's cool, and his parents think that's a lot of health insurance. He succeeds in tough situations and helps people when they're down. When asked what food he would be, he answered with, "I would be cereal, because I'm sweet like Lucky Charms and smooth like milk." Max Shattuck, everyone.
What do you see when you look in the mirror?
This is a great question. Before I get to this question, let's just take a look at the beautiful judging panel over here. In the mirror, I see potential. Thank you.
All right, our next athlete is Tony Vitali, escorted by Hannah Herman. Tony is a triple threat, a wrestling, running, and hacky track enthusiast who has a great time rehearsing for this big day with the rest of the guys. He will be continuing his education next fall at whatever college decides to lower their prices for him, and will be majoring in marketing. He has enjoyed his time at PHS so far and is honored to be a part of this year's GQ show. He hopes everyone in the audience has a great time, and he loves beating up Mac in front of all of you. Tony Vitali, everyone.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I think that the most reasonable answer to this question would be shape-shifting, because you could have any power. Because you could fly and be a bird, or have super strength and be, like an ant. Or gorilla, something basic like that. And that's my answer.
Next up is Sean Shumikowski, escorted by Grace Young. Born February 11, 2001, the Polish powerhouse hopes to stun you not just with a long name, but also his dashingly good looks and charm. Standing at a generous 5'9", some of Sean's favorite activities are to listen to foot rap in his suburban house and take nice long car rides in the back roads. This is but a small piece of information about this shining prospect, colorful character. Here is Shumi.
In 5 years?
Student debt.
Now we have Dominic Butts, escorted by Lily Pascal. Dominic describes himself as someone who can achieve anything. Really, anything. I look forward to him achieving male pattern baldness. That joke was approved by Mr. Jackson. Dom's someone who has learned many lessons on how to succeed and fail and won't allow any obstacles to stand in his way. When asked what Olympic event he would compete in, he responded archery, because I'm always on point. Dominic Butts, everyone!
What are 3 words to describe yourself?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and nice and cool.
All right, our next athlete is Jordan Amador, escorted by Eileen Gallardo. Jordan is the kind of person who doesn't let people see his personality on the surface, but is really, really crazy and wild once you get to know him and know everything that's going on in his head. It's a lot. He has had so many good memories in his life that no matter what happens next, as long as he has the people he loves, he is happy and excited to see where it takes him. He wants to travel and have adventures that will teach him lessons and show him that life has its own way of giving. He's learned to love deeply and not take anything for granted, because this is his only life, and what's the point of trying to please others, fit in, or being scared of what others have to say? There's no point in being so full of hatred, bitterness, or judgment. He lets people be themselves and spread love and joy while they're doing it.
If you were a teacher, what subject would you like to teach and why?
If I were a teacher, I'm still thinking. Anyway, if I was a teacher, I'd probably be a music teacher. Teach music.
Next up, we have Garett Gehring, escorted by Lexi Martin. Garett lives with his dad and his dog Toby, was born and raised in Petaluma, and enjoys spending time at the Petaluma Animal Shelter or steelhead fishing on the Russian River. Garrett's biggest fear? Raccoons. Hates raccoons. Garett Gehring, everyone.
If you could live in a different time period, what would it be and why?
It's a tough one, man. I'll take the 70s. Seems pretty cool.
Connor Pedersen, escorted by Lily Catarizoli. Connor is a normal guy who likes to talk, laugh, and eat. In his free time, he enjoys hanging out with friends and watching the most random videos on YouTube. Connor owns a 2001 Toyota Tundra named Ruby. He would like to add that Ruby is way cooler than Mack's truck. Connor Pedersen, everyone.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Guy Fieri. Think about it. 30 minutes, he goes to 3 different spots in the country in a really cool car, and then he eats food at diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Wow, our athletes sure look suave in their new tuxes, provided again by Louis Thomas. With that being the final judge segment of our show, our crew is hard at work backstage tallying the final results for our 5 categories. Mr. Silly Goose, Mr. Talented, Mr. Congeniality, Mr. Popularity, and of course, the coveted Mr. GQ. Before we begin the award ceremony, however, let's take a look behind the scenes of our many practices over the last few months and see who's really been putting in the extra effort to get ready for the big game. Rome was actually built faster.
Everybody we roll.
for yelling at us and keeping us in check, and Jorge for climbing and doing all the crazy light stuff that no one else knows how to do, and then Griffin for covering this amazing event, and Aidan for being a dope host.
Nicolette, Simone, Maddie, and Hallie. Being here and being next to the passion and also my friend Leslie
for the show mostly, there's a lot of introduction to do what we set up. But the girls have to put up with us, but they don't have to do it from the practice and the program. And they do it for top stuff. Yeah, our shenanigans. That's perfect.
Who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank my parents for supporting me for these 17 years of my life. Very helpful to me. Also to anyone who has attended the show. Obviously these 4 fine girls were putting up with us for like a month and a half. That takes a lot of skill. Finally, I'd like to thank my friend group, including Grace, Anna, and G, Tiffany, who I'm going to have to name everyone. But that's a lot of people, and they all help me do this good stuff.
Awesome teachers, Miss Redfield, hopefully we'll see her. I know super aware about coming, thank you. And Mr. Jackson Stoll, of course, the GQ ASB girls for doing such a great job. I want to thank just everybody for now.
Who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank my friends, my family, the girls, because they guys helped us so much.
Who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank all the girls for helping put on this show. It's been really fun. I'd like to thank Haha, Jackson, all the GG guys for making this a lot of fun, and most importantly, I'd like to thank my dad for getting here.
Who would you like to thank?
First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Jackson, Mr. Haha, for putting this whole thing on. They put in so much effort in everything we do. Also, all the girls that help out with everything here, also being the ASB girls. They deal with us, they deal with everything we do. Also, parents in the house.
Who would you like to thank?
Alright, I'd like to thank my parents, obviously. I'd also like to thank everyone at ASB, organizing all this, putting it together. And also to my friends for being like the most supportive people in the world, as well as my girlfriend, everyone that's just being really awesome.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my parents and all the ASB girls, especially my mom, being a leader. I just should have said like.
Okay, who would like to thank?
I'd like to thank both my parents for supporting me throughout like high school and everything, and just honestly being there for all the time. And I'd like to shout out Lee Thomas, because put me in a nice snazzy seat. And so it was great just going in there. I felt like a king and measured out. It was awesome.
Yep. Who do you want to thank?
I would like to thank my mom as well, because there's a good reason she probably and my dad would help me with my sister
Now, this is it. Who would you like to thank?
Most importantly, my mom.
and you both are truly amazing, and this would not have been possible without you. Next up, we'd like to bring up our lovely head producer, Jorge Villalobos. Although I am sure that we drove you crazy through this process, he has stuck with us and made this show the absolute best it could be. Is Griffin Epstein here?
For helping wherever we needed it. Alright, we would also like to thank all of our ASB seniors. They have done so much for us. They've been a big help. So you guys come up here. There we are. Samantha Andrews, Tessa Irwin, Margaret Sejong.
Thank you to all the escorts for putting up with the boys and being wonderful on stage. And of course, we would like to thank our lovely judges for coming out tonight. We would also like to thank the Weber family and the Starke family for hosting our practices, as well as Jen Soper and Trisha DeCarli for volunteering to sell our tickets tonight. Big thanks to Aidan for being the best Alright guys, and one last thank you to Simone Smith. Sorry throughout this whole process. We spent endless hours working on this. Her to-do list. That was crazy. I thought, oh my gosh. But she checked everything out, and she did amazing and put on a great show. So thank you so much. Alright, and last but certainly, is this keep going up? It keeps going up. Last but not least, we'd like to thank our ASB advisors, Mr. Aha and Mr. Jackson. No crying in D1, and that rule is not broken during GQ this year, so we are proud. They're amazing. They made this possible, so thank you guys.
As you all know, competition was fierce. You're all winners in our eyes, but we have 13 gentlemen up here and 5 awards. That's 38.46% of you will get an award. Simple math. If you can't do that in your head. I've been given the envelopes. The award for Mr. Silly Goose goes to Kameron Grant. Next up we have Mr. Congeniality. That is the Duke's Choice, Player's Choice, biggest row, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This is voted on by all the gentlemen up here as to which gentleman they had the most fun time working with. And the winner is Tony Vitali. Next we have Mr. Talent. The winner is Shumikowski. Next we have Mr. Popularity. And the winner is Baxman. Because of your donations, $300 will be donated to Compassion Without Borders. And finally, we have Mr. GT. Ben Vandermeer. All right, everyone, that's our show. We hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next year.